Now I want to talk about one of our big initiatives that we have had over the past few years. We were funded through the Child Youth Behavioral Healthcare Initiative to have a trauma-informed care practice that we would support tribal communities with. So Kim and I brainstormed over this and we decided pyramid model is what we wanted to do. We knew that California Teaching Pyramid was happening. She and I have both had experience with the pyramid model in our programs. We knew that it had been used in some tribal programs, I think in Colorado, so it wasn't norm to tribal communities, but when we met with the Pyramid Model Consortium, they were open to learning from us and allowing us to co-create what that would look like for tribal communities. And so we decided to go with the pyramid model. And like any initiative we jump into, we don't just take it like it is. We have to make sure that it makes sense for the communities that we serve. And one of the first things we needed to do was call in a leadership team. And I'm going to ask for our leadership team to come up now. They didn't know we were going to do this, so they're probably kind of shy. So if we could get our pyramid model leadership team up. It's really exciting because when we started this, we didn't really know what we were jumping into. We reached out to these individuals because we knew that they had been working with our programs for years. Some of them, we knew that they were leaders in their own right. We knew that they had the heart that TCCAC was looking for, where we're walking into it ready to learn from our communities what this could look like for them and how it could be beneficial and really take this journey together. So Kim and I sat down and we reached out to our partners and they so graciously said, sure, we don't really know what this entails, but we're along for the ride. And so at that time, we didn't even know what implementation was going to look like. So we started from the very beginning. Like we looked at, what do applications look like? What does this leadership team mean? Like what are our values? Like how are we going to move that forward? How on earth are we going to support the entire state and all of the tribal nations across the state and make it meaningful so that it has impact for their children and families that we know are facing trauma in different ways, both historically and right now. So what is that going to look like? It was such a heavy lift. And I have to say that I'm so proud that this team came together and created this intentional program. We've just onboarded 3 tribal child care sites that will start implementation this year. We have brought on our regional coordinators, which I'm going to ask them to come in front too. Because we knew that we needed someone to carry this work with us. We needed someone with the knowledge behind it. We went through a very thorough application process to make sure it was a right fit, and these are the 2 that rose to the top. So now we have our regional coordinators, and we also decided, okay, we're looking at this national model for training. Well, we want to make sure that we're inclusive of what's happening in California. Right? So we wanted the California Teaching Pyramid to be brought in. So now we have coaches from California Teaching Pyramid that will be supporting this work and going out to implementation sites to support those tribes and to also build coaches in our tribal communities, which has been one of our goals since we started QCC, was to have our own coaches and mentors. So this is the group that has done all of that work. Let's give one of those.